try to get everybody on grid. Like once the session starts, that count. Have you guys on grid by times. Obviously, people are going to improve. They're going to get faster. Get in the traffic. It's obviously open passing, but don't contest the corner. You're not racing somebody for a position. You're racing them for time. So anytime you contest the corner, you're going to lose time. It's pointless, and it just opens you guys up for risk for crashing into each other. So watch out. Anybody who hasn't been in this track like myself, it's fast. It's going to be sketchy. So take it easy out there till you get comfortable. A couple of you guys know that as well.
This is our 3rd season with Global Time Attack, our 2nd time back here at Road Atlanta. We're growing steadily, little by little, and we feel that the sport of time attack in the United States is doing the same. You know, Road Atlanta, it's not just a beautiful place to be, it's a very challenging race course. 2.54 miles, 12 turns, a real popular area called the S's that these guys have a great time traveling through at a high rate of speed. You know, it's a world-class road course. It's world-renowned, and for us to be able to be here, it's a challenge for the drivers. You know, and like I said, guys are coming from all over the United States to come and race at this event, and I think that says something there about this venue and how sought after it is to be a place to time attack at. And we're really looking forward to making the Road Atlanta event in May with Drift Atlanta and Formula Drift an annual thing for Global Time Attack.
Time attack to me, it's also not only is it fun to go race against your friends and who can put down the fastest lap time, and but it's just fun to go to different tracks. But more or less, we always go to the same tracks. And last time I was here, I ran X time, and I made XYZ changes, and now I went back and I just ran 5 seconds faster. Time attack, that's all it is pretty much. Learning your car, being happy on track, and finding the right groove for yourself. Racing is, it's finding all that, and you got to worry about other cars. Time attack is just you focusing with your car on the track. And to me, that's what I enjoy. It's like a race against yourself.
Well, it's another time attack event, and I just can't seem to stay away from them. I'm not currently driving a car, so if I'm not making a car go fast myself, I have a whole lot of fun helping other guys learn how to drive these race cars as fast as they can, and that's what I'm doing here with Steve at Knight Motorsports. He's a young, developing driver. He's really interested in learning how to make these cars go fast, and these cars are not easy cars to drive fast. I mean, with 550, 600 horsepower, they're a real handful, and they're driving these things on street tires. Time attack is unique because it's so compressed. These cars are so high strung. You've got maybe three really good laps that you can get out of them before everything starts to really overheat on you. So you really have to commit early on, get through the corners as fast as you can, and you really have to kind of tough it out. You don't have the luxury of saying, oh, I kind of blew that corner, I'll have another lap, or 10 laps to figure it out. You make a little mistake, you've got to sort of muscle on through it and get after it. And you've only got 2 laps left, so it's a pretty ballsy sport because these cars are not slow. So there's a lot at stake here.
We're very grassroots. I think there's kind of an aura of an underdog type feeling between the time attack community and us trying to get more media exposure for the teams and more media exposure for time attack in general. But I think we're starting to chip away at it little by little. Patience is key. But at the same time, it's also builds a lot of camaraderie, and we all really feel tight-knit group together as underdogs trying to make time attack work here in the States.
We love the time attack environment. I mean, the people are so helpful and friendly. We got a bunch of people here working on other people's cars right now. We got a few mechanicals going on with some of the first events of the year. We had a little one this morning. A bunch of people chipped in real quick, help us get it fixed and get us back on track as fast as possible. It's just it's a real family-friendly environment. Everybody's helping each other out and having a good time, and we get to go real fast.
actually drove all the way here in this car. So it was quite a long drive, about 15 and a half hours or so. But this is my first time here, and I'm in the street front wheel drive class, so hoping to do the best. Everyone's really encouraging, and everyone just pushes you to go faster, really helpful. It's really competitive. It's really good to compare times too. You can really just see how you're improving, how you stack up against other drivers. The only time I've ever been on this track before this is in a video game, so it's just like Forza Motorsports, stuff like that, and it was unlike anything I've ever been on before. Going through turn 12, it's just like a roller coaster, just going dead straight downhill. It's just amazing.
The professional atmosphere at an event like this is pretty neat. You know, I've done a lot of club road racing, and it's a lot of fun. But when people are coming from all over the country, and the rules are, you know, obviously not as strict as road racing, I mean, you just see so many cool cars, and you meet some really cool people who are super passionate about racing, because obviously, I mean, there's a few nice prizes that Global Time Attack, you know, gives out. But really, most of the people coming from long distances and such to an event like this, it's because they're really passionate about racing.
We experienced looking at magazines, seeing the Japanese culture and the Super Lap thing start up in the U.S. and kind of motivated us to get involved in the scene. And in Arizona, we've had our own series for nearly 7 years, I think. And it's a different rush. It's kind of like combining the drag racing and road racing aspect. You get to go fast, but you got to do it now.
I like Time Attack because the way the structure is set up, it allows people like, you know, whether you're just an individual or you're a shop and you've got a nice street car, you don't really have to prep it. You can show up, run in the enthusiast class, you can run in the street class. You know, in street class and on up, you could, if you win, you get $600. So, and you don't have to spend a lot of time prepping your car. You know, basic bolt-ons are really all you need. And then if you do have something that's got a cage in it and stuff like that, you're not with NASA or NARA or anybody else, you can still come out here and do well and win prizes, you know, parts, stuff like that. So it's just a good venue. There's a lot of exposure that you get to, obviously, and a lot of good sponsors.
Time Attack is kind of the essence of racing. It takes out some of the other variables when it comes to motorsports, and as a company, we are constantly testing our products, our cars, our setups on track, and to me, testing a car against the clock is fundamentally the most measured way to do that. And Time Attack has become very popular in the United States. It's obviously very popular in Japan and overseas. And it's good to see more and more people getting involved in the sport. What I've noticed with Global Time Attack and all of the Time Attack organizations across the country is a great sense of teamwork and camaraderie. Everyone is willing to help, including your competitor that you're trying to beat. Everyone's willing to lend a hand, whether it's tools, spares, whatever. The most important thing is that people get a chance to race against each other, and it's no fun to win when your arch rival competitor isn't able to get out there on track with you. So to me, that's a really satisfying part of this type of motorsport that you sometimes don't see in other organized motorsport events.
Why Time Attack? Because my two buds and I, they're both engineers at heart. They're both extremely smart, bright, and they like to challenge themselves. And so they challenge themselves by just coming up with crazy ideas and building them. And we don't have any other freedom to do that in other racing venues.